Well, hello everyone, it's Shalia. Welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to talk about all these new quality of life updates that they've added into the game since update 12, Dapper Delights. Let's get right into it. As you can see right behind me, I have a new photo booth. Let's call it a photo booth. Oh, this thing is so cool. Now, the only problem is you can only get it through the premium shop this week. So make sure you go and grab that. I think it's like 1,200 or 1,500 moonstones. It's not a lot, but there is some pretty cool stuff in that premium shop that this might not take precedence. But trust me, it is really cute. There's not much you can do with it except for take photos of your villagers, whoever shows up at the time. It is all random, so you don't know who's going to show up when you go and interact with this thing. But the other thing I want you to notice is the fireflies. They're the Bayou fireflies, and they come from the star path. And I think these are terrific. Now, I don't know about you guys, but the fireflies where I'm from are a little closer to the ground. But you know what? These will do. They're really cute. I love them. I just kind of wish they were closer to the ground or that we could position them that way if we wanted to. But yeah, so that's where we're at with those. But they are really cute. And I can't remember how much they were, but they were on page 4 of the star path. And I think they might have been like 30 tokens maybe. So if you can earn your way up to that page 4, because you know you have to buy 3 things from each page before you can actually unlock the next page. So hopefully you can get that too, because those are really cute. We've got plenty of time to get them. And another thing I want to point out with this is that you can just take selfies as well. Just don't go in and interact. And if you don't have that gather villagers down below, you can just take a photo as long as it just says photo down below. And then you can take selfies with you and whoever you have following you. I think this is kind of a cool feature as well. I think this is really cute. Now, I know that wasn't necessarily a quality of life update, but these are. Now, Tiana's not, but I love her set. I love her palace, and her house is so adorable. I did put that down in the Glade of Trust because it looks great there. But what I want to talk about is her stall. Now, everything you see on this stall will change daily. The beignet, I don't know what you call those, the ones in the top middle. Not sure what you call them. They're there every day, so you can get them whenever. But now, in my personal opinion, I think this is a little expensive, but I think it would benefit newer players for sure. Like, especially in the beginning when all you have are berries to eat, it would be really nice to have a cooked meal so that you can actually sprint and do all those fun things. And which, by the way, they changed how you sprint, so we will go over that here next. These things are so expensive. I personally wouldn't buy any of these if you have the way and means to cook them. That's how I would do it, because not only are you wasting money here, if you go and make your own meal, you can actually sell it for what they're trying to sell it to you for. But I do love that they installed this. I think this is a great addition to the game. I think it is a quality of life update, and it will help a lot of you. It just won't help me. Unfortunately, they don't show you how many stars the meals are or how much energy they give you. So even if it's a 4-star meal, you're going to see here in about a second why it doesn't matter if they're both 4-star meals. They do give you different energy. So I'm going to go ahead and buy the pan-fried anglerfish, and I'm also going to buy those things up there in the middle, the top middle that I can't pronounce. So I'm not going to say them again, but I am going to buy those, and we're going to go and we're going to eat both, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Well, we're not going to eat both, but I'm going to show you what I'm talking about, how the 4-star meals are different for energy. So both meals are at the very bottom of my backpack, and they are both 4 stars, but the beignets, whatever they are, 912 to eat. That's it. That's all the energy you're going to get from that. And that is only going to give you like a third of that blue bar. And then if you eat this, it's 4,194 energy. So we're going to go ahead and eat that on top of what we just ate. So yeah, I lied. We did eat both. And you'll see here that it gives you a full yellow bar. That meal was actually, maybe in my opinion, kind of worth it, but generally it's not worth it. And now that we are fully fed and we have our full yellow bar, we're going to head on over to Eternity Isle, and I'm going to show you how the new sprint works. It works exact same way. It's just a different button that you have to press to do it. And for me, with the Xbox controller, I find it really, really annoying. But let me show you how that works. So in the bottom left-hand corner, you can see LB for sprint, which is my left bumper on my Xbox controller. Now, if you're on a computer, it's going to be just the upshift key, which is really easy. But for this one, for me to actually roam around my valley sprinting, it is very uncomfortable for me because first off, I'm holding a controller and I've got my thumb on one button and my finger has to come up and hit that left bumper. And then I'm left holding with 3 fingers the bottom of the controller, and I just find it so uncomfortable. It's like my fingers don't actually move that way. But you know what? Maybe it's different for all of you. Maybe this is actually a quality of life update for all of you. It's not for me, but I thought it was good enough to share with you guys because some of us are going to like this and some of us are not going to like it. And the ones that don't like it are either never going to use this again, we're never going to sprint, or we're just going to have to get used to it. I think I'm going to choose not to sprint. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. All right, let's talk about a couple of my favorite quality of life updates that the game brought to us in update 12. And one of them is the ability to just hold a button down when you're fishing or time bending. This is the best thing ever. We're going to start with fishing. And what we're going to do here is before we even start fishing, you want to make sure that a couple buttons are toggled on in your settings. So we're going to go to our settings. We are going to go over to, or actually I should say we're going to go down to gameplay. So when we're in gameplay, you can see enable scramble coin request. That's going to be already set to whatever you had it before the update. And then you have hold to complete fishing, hold to complete time bending. In order for these to work, you must turn these on. So you're going to want to turn on the hold to complete fishing and you're going to want to turn on hold to complete time bending. And once you do that, we will go back and I'll show you how that works for both. So before the update, we would have to span our action button to actually catch fish. Now all we have to do is as soon as the fish catches on, you just hit whatever button it tells you to hit and you just hold it down. That is it. No more spamming that action button. The game's going to do it for you. So this is really cool. This is a great quality of life update and I am really going to enjoy this one. And it works the same for time bending. Let me show you how that works. And honestly, I think the time bending one is the best one. And the reason I think that is because I don't know if you guys have ever tried this, but have you ever like hit one of your orbs and you're like running around in this orb and you have somebody with you and you accidentally tap on them and you talk to them because you're spamming that action button? If that's ever happened to you, it will not happen anymore, especially in your garden. Let me show you how it used to work in the garden. Here I am. I'm right in the middle of my garden and I've got this and I'm spamming that A button really, really quickly. And then I go ahead and pick one of my crops, which I didn't want to do. I wasn't ready to pick them. So now I have to go plant that again. It's just, you know, a whole thing. Do you guys remember that? Now, if you actually have your time bending on, this stuff won't happen to you anymore because you won't accidentally press the action button too many times. I think this is excellent. I absolutely love this. My next favorite quality of life update is Belle. Look how pretty she is. Now, of course, this isn't a quality of life update for us, but it certainly is for Belle. And look how happy Belle is. I am so grateful to the Disney Dreamlight Valley team for doing this for Belle because she totally needed this makeover. And we all agree, right? She does look happier and she looks like more alive. I don't know how to say it, but she definitely looks more alive. All right, let's move on to our next one. I don't know if this was already in the game, but did you guys notice that we can now exit our house from any floor that we're on? Let me know in the comments if that's new or if that was always there and this is the first time I've seen it. Now, this next one is a real game changer for those of you who like to cook. Now, I like to use my ancient cooker instead, but now in the bottom of our screen, we can see there's a button there to toggle to skip the results screen. And you all know how long the results screen takes. By turning that on to skip it, we are going to be able to make meals so much quicker. This is excellent. And like I said, I don't like to cook in my game, but when I do, I don't like that result screen anymore. When you're a new player, it's kind of fun to see what all the food looks like. But once you've been playing for a while, it's nice to be able to turn that off, or turn the skip result screen on. And as you can see, I've already made a few meals. It was really, really quick. So I'm really going to enjoy this one. I might start cooking again. And then, of course, we have our new search and filters in our furniture and wardrobe mode. I will tell you what, I love this. Now you can see here that they do have the little red flag or little red button there showing that you've got new items. Honestly, that was never a thing for me. I didn't even care. But if you look at the bottom, you can sort items. I did not click on that for this video, but if you do, you can sort them by newest to oldest, oldest to newest. There's a couple different sort options there, so make sure you go check that out when you get a chance. But what I really want to show you is I'm going to put together an outfit here, and we are going to go save it as a favorite. Yeah, the outfit's going to suck because I'm not working too hard on this. I just want to make sure that I show you how to save this as a favorite. This is very, very simple. And once you have your outfit put together, all you have to do is go ahead and save that outfit under favorites. Once we click on the favorites, you're going to see a couple little things here. I already have an outfit preset, right? I named it the 20s because I didn't know what else to name it. But down below here, you can actually mark certain outfits as your favorites as well. I'll show you that in a minute. We're going to add new, and I'm going to name my outfit. Now, because I'm working off the PC and I'm using the Xbox controller, I literally have to go to my keyboard to type this in. It doesn't give me like an on-screen keyboard or anything. I have to actually type that in. So we're going to call this one 20s 2. And now you can see I have 2 new outfits saved. You can only save 4 presets, which is fine. I mean, how many do you need? We also have the mannequins, so it's no big deal. And if you click on one of these, you can equip outfit, you can overwrite it, you can rename it, and you can delete it. So anytime you have 4 outfits and you're like, I don't like those anymore, you can totally just go in and delete them, and then you'll have 4 new presets to use. And once you have some outfits saved, all you have to do is click on the outfit and then click equip. That's it. That's all you have to do. And you will be able to change your outfit quite simply. And then to mark something as a favorite, all you would do is click on it like this fancy black and blue hat. You can either mark it as a favorite or hide it. When you see that little heart, you know you've marked it as a favorite. And there is a little icon for the hidden items as well. I'm not going to show you that here. It works the same way as the favorites do. And then in order to find your favorites, you just go back into your favorites again where you saw them earlier, and they will all be there. And you can just put them on by one click. It's very nice that it does this, and I actually like it a lot. You cannot do it with the companions, and I'm not sure what's going on here in my preset outfits. If you just saw that screen, they were all messed up. I don't know. I don't want to try to put them on at this point, but I'm sure it's just a glitch in the pictures and nothing more. Furniture works exactly the same way as the wardrobe does. The only difference is you're not going to have outfits to create. So everything else is exactly the same. And then the only other functionality with this is the search functionality, which isn't that great. But if you know exactly what you're looking for, or if you want all pink items or all yellow items or whatever, you can use that search for that. Now, of course, you already have a search functionality for those colors, so you wouldn't necessarily need to use the new search feature. You could just click on the color. I think it would be great if we typed in clock maybe and got those clocks if you have them, or something like that. Otherwise, I don't find the search functionality all that great of a tool, but it's nice that they added it. And you know what? If you're really familiar with the items and what they're called, it'll probably work great for you. Now, this next quality of life update is actually a very good one. Now, do you remember in the days when we couldn't actually move a full chest? Well, guess what? Those days are gone. We can now move storage chests that have a bunch of items in them. Now, I have tested this out a few times and I have not had any issues, okay? I have not had any issues. The thing is about the chests is you can pick them up with stuff in them and you can move them around the room. You can also pick them up and put them back in your inventory. And once you pick them back up and put them in your inventory and you go to set them down in another room or another area in your valley, because yes, we can do this. If you have multiples of these chests in your inventory, the top one, the one that it's going to set down, is going to be the one with your items in it. So it will work. I would walk into this very cautiously because, it is new. And a lot of times when there's new things going on in this game, they're usually broken. So tread lightly with this. You might want to test it out with a few of your chests by emptying all the good stuff, putting like stuff that you don't care about, maybe stuff you're planning on selling that you really didn't care about, and actually moving them that way and see how it works for you. That's what I would recommend here just in the beginning, because there's going to be kinks. There always are. And I don't want you to lose any precious stones or anything like that you have saved up in these chests. Like me, I have all my Dreamlight night shards and everything up here in these 3 chests. And I definitely don't want to lose them. So what I did to test this is I removed all of those items and only left a couple just to do a test on them. And they worked flawlessly. They really did. Like I said, just walk into it cautiously. And another thing to note, this works for any storage unit. So anything that you have that is considered storage, it will work. And that is something I really, really love. So just keep that in mind. I just wanted to go over this real quick. It's something that if you didn't know it was there, now you do. This next update is for all of you dream snappers. You know that you love to decorate rooms for dream snaps. But after you're done, sometimes you just want to get rid of that room and you want to start over. So this next update is totally for you. Basically, you can have a room decorated. And if you just, want to start a new dream snap or whatever, you just don't like that room anymore and you want to change it out, you can now reset your room, which I love this. I never tried it before. This is just like like a makeshift room that I created just to show you how to do this. This is fantastic, and I actually like it, and I think I'm going to do this with my rooms because I'm just tired of some of the way I've decorated, and it's so much easier than deleting each piece one by one. All you got to do is down there in the bottom, it kind of in the middle there, it says reset room. Whatever button it tells you to click on or to use, just use that button and then hold it down. So mine is the right bumper since I am on the Xbox controller. I'm going to click that right bumper and hold it down, and I am just going to go ahead and get rid of this whole room and reset it. And once I've reset it, if I was like, oh crap, I didn't mean to do that, we also have the undo and undo all. Now, I don't remember if those were something that we could do beforehand before this update, but they are there for you. Just remember that. If you delete everything all at once when you reset, you can just click the LB, or for me, it's the left bumper. Just hit that once. Or if you've placed down a bunch of things and you're like, oof, I don't like how that looks, just hit the LB and hold it, which is my left bumper, but it'll tell you what to press there. And you just hold that. And then it'll ask you if you want to undo everything and just say yes. But in this case, I would have only had to hit the left bumper once. What is your favorite part of the update? What was the best quality of life update that you think was in this new update 12? Let me know in the comments because I'd really like to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, go ahead and like and subscribe. And I will definitely see you next time. Bye.